Good afternoon, everybody. This is Tucker Miller here again, and like I said, for my next movie review, I'm gonna be reviewing on Onward. Came out in 2020. So, plot of this movie is we got these two elves named Ian, who was voiced by Tom Holland, and Barley, who was voiced by Chris Pratt, and they're brothers, and they live with their single mom named Moira, which is this character, voiced by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who was also known. She was also known as films as such as she was Elaine from Seinfeld and Princess Ada from A Bug's Life. Now back to the plot, and it was Ian's 16th birthday, and Ian got to know his dad because he sadly passed away. But then Ian received like a present, which is actually like a magical staff, and that could possibly bring Ian and Barley's dad back to life or something like that. But that kind of worked, but all they have is his legs, and yeah. So Ian and Barley decided that they're gonna go on a quest to find a gem, and it's up to them to it's up to Ian and Barley to see their dad before it's too late, and that's basically what the plot is. Now, what do I have to say about Onward? Great movie. It's a great Pixar film. Really good Pixar film. I actually did watch the first half of it last night, and I watched the rest of it this morning. So yeah. After rewatching this film, I think it actually still holds up. So yeah. And I did saw this film in theaters twice, actually. Yeah, I saw this movie in theaters twice. I saw it in theater back in 2020, before the COVID-19 pandemic started. You know, first time I saw this movie in theaters is with my brother and my mom. And the second time I saw this movie in theaters, I saw it with my brother, my dad, and stepmom. So yeah, and also this movie wasn't in theaters that long. It wasn't in theaters that not that long. I believe it was only in theaters for 2 weeks. Then they decided to just put it on Disney Plus because due to COVID-19 and all that, the COVID-19 pandemic, and that means a lot of movie theaters has shut down. Restaurants are only open for takeout, and yeah, a lot of activities and events got either delayed or canceled. So yeah, so we cannot really do anything during during the lockdown of when COVID was happening. We all just had to stay home, be quarantined. And a lot of movies were either delayed or just been put to, or just released them on a streaming service like Netflix and whatever. So, yeah. And we all had to do online school too, so yeah. God, that's why 2020 was a horrible year. God. But anyways, back to this movie. So yeah, this film was not only in theaters for 2 weeks, so yeah. But I'm glad I went to go see it in theaters too, so yeah. I saw it in theaters when I was 15 years old. And I think I forgot to mention, I saw Toy Story 4 in theaters when I was 14 years old. So yeah, if I forgot to mention it. So yeah. So yeah, that's all I can, that's, so let's talk about the characters of this film. Ian Whitefoot is a great character and voiced once again, and of course he is voiced by Tom Holland. Barry Whitefoot, which is Ian's brother, he's a great character, and Chris Pratt did a great job voicing Barry, and Tom Holland did a great job voicing Ian. Laura, which is Ian and Barry's mom, she's a great character, and she is voiced by Elaine from Seinfeld, aka Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And yep, and like I said, Julia Louis-Dreyfus was in another Pixar film, which we all know she was Princess Ada from A Bug's Life. So, yep. So, yeah, Laura is a great character. And Julia Louis-Dreyfus did a great job as her. The Manticore was a great character, so is Officer Bronco, and yeah. And Ian and Barry's dad, he's a hilarious character. Although we only get to see like his legs and all that. So, yeah. So yeah, those are all I can say about the character. Those are some of the characters I can think of on top of my head for this movie. So yeah. The only scene, let's talk about some scenes in this film. I can only think of one scene at the end. Which will have to be the ending scene. You know, Ian never got to meet his father, and then yeah, he saw Ian, but Barry talking to his dad in the distance, and yeah, that was a sad scene, very sad scene, too. So yeah, and yeah, I do like the scenes with Ian and Barry and their dad too. So yeah. And I do like the scenes with Laura and the Manticore. So, yeah. So, that's all I can say about Onward. So, yeah. I'm gonna give Onward a 9 out of 10. I cannot think of any flaws with this movie. So, yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed this movie review on Onward. And stay tuned for my next movie review, which will be on Soul. Until then, see you in the next video.